Okay, yeah, the funny thing about the Holden 5 litre was that I had 3 of them. I had one 308 red motor and I had 2 of these black motors. One in a VR Calais, the other one in a VSSS. The 308, I think it was called a red motor, was in a VK. If you didn't stroke these to strengthen them and shit, people just did not want to throw boost at these, okay? They thought they were kind of trash. And especially in America, they just kind of said, right, and they had them as well. They just obviously didn't have all the Holden badging and shit, but they had these, they had like 305 Chevys, which were slightly different. And I believe they also had a 307, and they kind of just put them in the corner and said, like, let's just use these as, like, say, spares, you know what I mean? We could use them as taxi engines or something like that. Like, they're a little slow, you know what I mean? So it was the 355 strokers and things like that that strengthened them up, and then you had to throw boost at them, which didn't really make them very budget friendly in the end. By the time you've done all that, you're spending like 20, 30,000, maybe even more. But in America, they preferred the 5.3, which is this one, with the fact that you could throw boost at it, leave it at 5.3 litres, and it would make really good power for cheap. And it was the budget-friendly thing in the US, while we were stuck with all these 5-litre Holden engines, which were kind of useless. If you wanted to make big power, you kind of needed a stroker and then a supercharger kit. If you didn't, it just seemed that something went wrong, obviously, because not many people did it, or you just never seen it at all. So, but we didn't really have much access to this engine. But then came along the mighty LS1, which was great for what it was. It could stay at 5.7 litres, you could throw boost at it, superchargers or turbo kits, and just make huge power. But if you were a rich cunt, you could just stroke it as well. And like the later generations that come along, like the 2 and 3, if you just put stroker kits in them, they make massive power. So, and that's kind of where we stand today. And of course, if you're a super rich cunt, you can just use an LSA block as well. So, all right, bye.